Hi guys, and welcome back to Cinderella Phenomenon. Yeah, I kind of want to finish this game. It's a game that a lot of people were really loving, so I'm gonna finish the whole thing, man. So if you're wondering what the next series that's gonna be finished on my channel, since you guys all seen that Until Dawn has been finished, it's going to be Cinderella Phenomenon, then Dream Daddy. So, hope you guys enjoy. The two of them are seated together in the reception, speaking hushed voices when I arrive. They both pause to look at me as I walk into the room. Well, well, if it isn't the princess, it took you long enough to come see us. Anise told us you were unharmed. We're glad to see you safe, princess. So, how about telling us what happened? When prompted, I tell them everything that transpired in the alleyway. The two listen and only exchange a solemn glance when I am done. Do you know something about all of this and that I don't? Why would the witches be after me in the first place? Ooh, they don't know. Or they do! I don't know! You remember what we said about the Tenebrarum corrupting witches? Well, those witches don't like seeing curses broken. They meddle where they can because they can. This is why I cast a glamour on you when you arrived here, so that you could remain hidden from magical eyes. I did it to protect you. To protect me? I feel like there's more to this than they're hiding. But I do not think any amounts of convincing will get them to say anything. Forgive us, princess. We're not entirely sure what's going on either. Though if it was a human that captured you, he must be working with the witches somehow. Troublesome to say the least, but we don't know the details yet. Give us some time to figure things out. Until we figure out who that man is and who he's working for, you need to have an escort with you out in the margin all the time. Do you understand? And then once you figure it out, you will tell me? The two exchange another look, which only makes me more frustrated. They are obviously keeping secrets and in front of me. Well, tell you once everything falls into place. Don't worry, princess. We would never let you be in any danger. The silence is what ends our conversation. I made my way back to the room, feet heavy. Well, yeah, like, I understand, man. Like, she might be in danger, and, like, you know, they're trying to keep her safe, but in reality, there's nothing they can do to really make sure that she's 100% safe. I feel like a fly caught in a spider web. I try my best to clear my mind as I return to my room. Aww! I like that. That was cute. Can I go back and get that? I screenshot and just make it my background. The days go by slowly, and I make no progress with my curse. Karma is busy with the knights today, and Delora and Parfait are busy talking with Rumple about his curse in his room. Tonight is the perfect night to go and wander town by myself. No! What the f- Okay. Like, MeliZ booty, let me tell you this. Why are you gonna go out by yourself when you know someone's going, like, is trying to find you and, like, essentially hurt you, kill you, you know, that shit. I need to see if I can find out anything about the witches and what is happening around the kingdom. Delora and Parfait are not going to tell me anything, and no one has wanted to take me out on the margin since the kidnapping attempt. These thoughts spiral helplessly in my mind as I sit at a table. I had just finished working for the day and the activity in the margin is beginning to wind down. Garland stands at the door as the last few customers leave the margin. Juden is walking around the room to make sure there's no problems. Out of the corner of my eyes, I notice two men pause halfway across the room to glance back at her. I can overhear their words from where I am.
Shame she's a knight, eh? She's the proud type, too proud to let a man dote on her. Bleeding shame indeed. What do you think if I tried to say something to her?
You too. Oh, Garland. Oh, man. Garland is suddenly standing behind the two men, an uncharacteristically dark glare on his face. Because he likes her.
Is there a problem?
Doors are closing for the night. I'm going to ask you to please leave.
No need to be so uptight, lad. We're on our way out now.
I can't think of voices for like the other no faces, so there's gonna be. The two men walk out and Garland stands in the middle of the tavern area, glaring after them. He more or less pushed him out of the tavern. If Anise had seen that, she'd probably have scolded him. Garland? You okay?
Of course.
You think you can fool me? I've known you long enough to know that something's bothering you. Neither of the knights seem to notice me here. If they do, they ignore me. Juden is still looking insistently at Garland, who looks down at the floor. Is he going to say something to her? Garland says nothing, though. He looks at a loss for words. Finally, Juden reaches out and pokes his shoulder, and he looks up startled. Still the same as always, the silent, watchful knight. Aww. Only say things with certainty when he knows that they're the truth. Even the princess is waiting for you to say something. What? Both knights turn to look at me, and Garland seems surprised. I raise an eyebrow at him, and he hurriedly looks away. Patrol is starting soon. I'll head out first. Really? You're not gonna say oh my god, boy. Boy. I love you, boo, but like, you need to say something to her. If you like her. Like, if you don't, then it's cool, but like, if you do, you should probably, you know. Okay. Okay. Stay safe. Garland nods at her with a little smile before he leaves the tavern. Does she know? I bet you she knows he likes her. Going to sleep soon, princess. I was just going to head up. I stood up and get ready to move up to my room, but stopped once more to look at Juden. Did you hear what those men were saying? Oh, about me being too proud or something? So she did hear them, but chose to say nothing. It doesn't bother me. They're right. I've been independent for a long time, and I would never think of pledging my safety to a man I barely know. I could take care of myself. Blue and to the point, Juden was really admired for the honesty in the palace. The only other man I've trusted before are my fellow knights, Garland most of all, since we've always been partners. She does not explain any further. I decide that is for the better. The sooner everyone has cleared out, the sooner I can leave the marching. Tonight is the night I go looking for answers, because that makes sense. Ah, girl. Why? Why? What? Like, I just don't get it. Sorry, Karma. But I can handle myself. I'm going to prove it tonight. I may not be able to fight, but I can still be cautious enough to not land myself into trouble. I can't talk. I can't read. Still, I do not happen to hear much of anything as I'm exploring the town tonight. I should have brought along some kind of weapon, but then I would have to steal a knife from the kitchen, and I'm not a thief. Hours pass before I pass a tavern filled with knights. Deciding that I will at least listen to what is happening at the palace, I linger by the open door and listen to what the men are saying.
I hear the young Fritz is having a hard time of it. I feel bad for the lad, even so Alcaster thinks he's gone mad.
Well, he does
keep talking about a princess that doesn't exist.
Huh? Fritz still remembers me? But how?
Even his father's growing wary of his babbling. Sir Marthros forced him—
Oh, Fritz! I was like, for a second, I'm like, who the fuck is Fritz? It's the blonde guy, not the blonde guy, the white-haired guy that was like a private knight. Oh my god, he remembers us. Well, obviously, because he's cursed too, but like, hey! Sir Mithros forced him on the other day.
He didn't seem happy. Well, Sir Mithros must think he's crazy too. Poor Fritz. Can you keep a secret?
The knights look at each other, and I lean as close as I possibly can.
Apparently, the boy spoke some truth, though Sir Alcaster doesn't quite believe it. He's looking for the daughter of the previous queen. The witch had a daughter?
The previous queen? Are you talking about Mother? How dare they call her a witch? Because I feel like she's actually a witch. Like, MeliZ, I don't think they're actually trying to insult her. I think she might actually be a witch. Like, that might be a thing. I don't think they're trying to insult her. Not like I understand that a lot of people in the town hate her for some reason, but I'm starting to think they have a reason, and it's not because they're like, oh, she's such a witch when they're trying to say bitch. I think she was an actual witch.
Apparently she did, though I don't even remember such a girl. This is top secret stuff. I just happened to wrestle this out of one of the lackeys looking for her. Well, what Sir Alacaster need this girl for? I'm assuming she's dangerous and they want to get rid of her.
Are they talking about me?
I'm curious, how are we supposed to find this imaginary princess anyway? Does she have any features? Aye, they described her features. Last man who went looking for her said she wore a special pendant around her necklace.
So they were from the kingdom. I should get out of here. I turn to leave the tavern, but my cloak snags on the door and falls to the floor, tripping me up in the process. I end up falling halfway into the tavern, where the chatter abruptly stops.
Is this... oh, a lady.
The knights that were talking approach me. One of them picks up my cloak. I attempt to grab my cloak from their fingers, but they pull it away from me and I stumble into one of them.
Madame?
He moves to take my hand and then he stops when he sees my face.
Her face and a necklace.
I can't. These voices.
You think this was spying on us? Witch.
When the knights grabbed me by the wrist, it pulled me towards him. He is far stronger than the man in the alleyway was. Unhand me right now. I'm no witch.
Then there should be no problem. We're just going to take you in, and there's some, if there's some big misunderstanding, we'll repay you ourselves, miss.
No, let me go. This behavior is not fitting of a knight. Okay, saving, because... okay, I don't know if my convincing skills is great. Return. Fighting back is useless when I'm outnumbered. I have to try convincing them that I'm not who they think I am. Especially since, let's be smart. 2 against 1, then they're knights. They've trained all their lives to be knights. Oh yeah, you're not gonna fight them, Ellie. You're mistaken, sirs. I happen to overhear a conversation and assume I am some imaginary princess is unreasonable. Knights look at each other.
You know, she has a point. She was listening in a conversation that's clearly suspicious.
Did you not hear what I just said? I happened to overhear it, nothing more.
You were cloaked as if you were trying to hide your features.
Being out at night without a cloak is a sure way to draw attention to a lady such as myself.
You know, she has a point. Stop saying that, man!
Then, ma'am, there should be no problem with us taking you back to the palace. If we are mistaken, we'll clear up the misunderstanding and pay you handsomely.
Come on, let's take her to the palace.
But the knight lead me out in the empty streets. Why? Why did it have to be so stubborn? The knights continue pulling me down the path until we come to a narrow street. Everyone who sees us walks away to avoid the knights. There's fear in their eyes. But I have done nothing wrong.
Ma'am, if it makes you feel better, we're risking our ranks on this as well. I don't know. I'm suspicious of... who goes there?
Huh? Oh, hey! I look up and notice Karma's figure. Familiar figure walking towards us. What's he doing here? And why isn't he in his disguise?
Gentlemen, I ask you to unhand that woman. As a knight, I would be ashamed to see treating a lady so terribly. And who are you?
Her husband. Oh, we're going that far now? Oh, okay. I mean, like, I could fake that. Like, cool. Like, I'm totally cool with that. His... what? Unhand her, gentlemen, or taste my blade.
Sure, we're going to take her to the palace too.
I will give you on the count of 3. One knight keeps his grip on me, on the other draws his sword. I stare at Karma, who continues to count, though the knight attacks him before his sword leaves his sheath. Karma and the knight trade blows, but it is Karma that comes out victorious. His blade slides past the knight's shoulder, distracting him enough to give Karma the opening he needs. Karma reaches back with his free hand to knock the knight out with a blow to the head. It may just be my imagination, but for a few moments, I think I see the knight's blade glimmer across the surface of Karma's hand before he falls. The knight holding me holds up his hands in surrender.
I yield, sir.
It seems no matter how the situation turns out, you are dishonorable.
Please, sir.
Karma knocks him out and then stands beside me as he sheaths his sword. Karma,
A few moments.
MeliZ booty. Karma spends some time forcing a potion from a vial down each of the knight's throats. I watch him quietly, fearing that he might have killed him, but the knights only seem to be asleep. A potion that Parfait gave me. It'll make the men forget they ever saw you. When Karma stands again, I notice a glimmer of blood on his hand and stare. You're hurt. It's nothing. Aw, it's the you're hurt, it's nothing shit. Oh, I am sorry. Come on, princess, let's go back. He pulls me right onto the main street and does not let go of my hand. I cannot bring myself to speak. Karma has saved me twice now. Not only that, but this time he is injured. He says it's nothing, but his bloody hand does not move at all. Why do I have to be so stubborn and insist I can handle myself? You know, you act like me though, so it's okay, MeliZ booty. I do not speak for a long time. Eventually, I notice people start to stare. Though before long, the staring grows worse. Young women begin following us, giggling from behind. I turn to Karma, who looks like he hasn't slept in days. Karma... Sorry, princess, but I'm not in the mood to talk. Those girls are walking right behind us. This is... his curse? Karma? MeliZ booty, I just said that I'm in no mood to talk. Did you not hear me? We are being followed! Huh? He stares behind us almost stupidly and then laughs hollowly when the girls see his face. They start to rush towards us, their voices rising and blending together into a horrendous cacophony? Karma's not moving though. He looks resigned. Maybe he's too tired to realize what he wants to do. I tighten my grip on Karma's hand and pull him away, my pace quickening to a run as the girls chase after us, screaming at me angrily for taking Karma away from them. MeliZ booty, what are you doing? Getting us out of here! Like, obviously! MeliZ booty. Yeah, my booty's nice, I know. I lead him through the town and into the little nooks and crannies where we managed to lose some of the crowd. Karma often led me through some of these spaces as shortcuts. Waltz knew them too. Once we are alone again, I stop, falling to my knees and letting go of Karma's hand as I catch my breath. That really was a curse, having to run away from so many mindless women. That was difficult. MeliZ booty. What? I did not mean to snap, but the tiredness is pressing on me too. You helped me out of that. Of course I did. Why would I want to be chased by girls? You could have left me behind and gone on alone. Instead, you helped me. You helped me too. I guess I paid you back. Though, to be honest, I wasn't even thinking about repaying him for saving me. I just knew that I didn't want Karma to be stuck trying to fend off all those girls. He was right about his curse. That is terrible. I just realized something. Karma kneels down beside me and waits for me to speak. My curse has people forget me, and yours has even strangers become fascinated with you. It's almost like our curses are opposite of each other, and yet we seem so similar. My eyes widen when I realize what I just said. We are similar, aren't we? He holds out his good hand to me, and I let him lead me back to the tavern through the abandoned alleyways, not hallways, that's weird. My feet are heavy, and all I want to do is sleep, but suddenly Karma's standing before me, his face grave. MeliZ booty, I have to thank you for helping me earlier. I'm sorry I froze like that. It made it more difficult on you. It was so sudden, I was so tired, I had no motivation to move. Shouldn't I be thanking you? I accept your thanks, even though I wish you didn't have to thank me in the first place. You should not have gone out on your own when you knew how dangerous it could be for you. No, I'm an MC. I'm supposed to like go do some dumb shit, you know? I am sorry. I accept your apology too, because I lost sleep over this. I have no words for how I feel right now. Princess? Oh, I screenshot this because this is cute. Wait, no. Wait. Okay, no, go back. Oh, it's so cute. Look at you kissing her hand. Okay, I saved it. I feel good. Karma reaches for my hand again, and this time he holds it up and kisses the back of it. Suddenly, all of the tiredness falls away. You really are a handful. But a delightful handful. I'm going to bandage this hand and then rest. We'll speak later about this. About all of this, okay? But the blood. The bleeding stopped on its own, MeliZ booty. But it does not need to be treated. Don't worry, it'll be fine. Are you sure? As sure as I can be. I don't lie. Not even for the sake of a pretty lady. Aww, Karma. Karma lets my hand go as soon as we enter the march-in, and then bows politely to me before heading back to his room. I watch him go, my mind whirling. Does he usually kiss women's hands? No, I don't think so. Aww. Oh, chapter 6, matchmaking. You really are a handful, but a delightful handful. His words keep repeating in my head. I cannot stop hearing his voice and feeling his lips on my hand. Ooh, damn. His face feels warm, and every time I think about his words, my heartbeat feels unsteady. I really have to stop thinking about that. Karma's karma, and he puts on the overly polite act with everyone. But then I'm pretty sure I've never seen him do something like that with another person. I'll just go downstairs and stop thinking about all of this. I need to tell Parfait and Delora what happened. Because of the time I returned to the marching yesterday, I never spoke to anyone about what happened. Maybe someone downstairs. Someone usually is. I leave my room and make my way downstairs to the reception. It is quiet when I enter, but not as sudden as I thought it would be. Karma is sitting at one of the tables speaking quietly with Parfait and Delora. His injured hand is sitting on the table, bandaged. I cannot help but stare at it, my heart plummeting. His injury is my fault. So you have yet to hear the entire story? No, I'm afraid I'm quite privy to the information Waltz has. Is that correct? Waltz has been directly involved in this far longer than you have. What about Waltz? Oh yeah, I'm here, bitches! What you thought? You thought I was not gonna hear shit about this? So Waltz knows! Princess, you're up early. They all turn to look at me as I stand at the table. Karma still looks tired and not in his dress. He looks somber, but still smiles at me. MeliZ booty, how nice of you to join us. When did they start saying my name without my title? MeliZ booty, you've run into a lot of different mishaps this week, haven't you? I don't trust this. What the fuck? I don't know why. I thought you would be stubbornly avoiding work. Instead, you go out of your way to get yourself into trouble. This involves me directly. How would I not be curious? You're also irresponsible, sneaking out without any of us knowing. I have the freedom to do whatever I want. I even wore a cloak too. Oh no, the cloak. I left it at the bar. I feel a nudge on my arm and Karma's holding out my cloak with a tired smile. You went back to get this. When? Yesterday, when you were still in bed. You've been running yourself dry these last few days, Karma. It's nothing. Thank you. What's this? Our ice princess is thanking someone. Why is that something so strange? Oh, come now. She's not so icy. MeliZ booty is more fire than anything. She's filled with unbridled passion and confidence. Oh my god, dude, don't say that in front of them. Confidence that has gotten me nowhere so far. Don't look so down, MeliZ booty. You've become quite the accomplished woman. Karma gestures towards me and I flush, unsure of what he's talking about. Then I notice Dolores' eyes are on me too. Oh, Parfait, did you see that? What are you looking at? What? I reach down to grab my necklace and then pause. I cannot stop the gasp on the lead that leaves my lips. What? What is it? I don't. When did this happen? Did we get another piece that I just don't know? Princess, you didn't realize that there was an extra piece to your necklace. Congratulations, Princess MeliZ booty. You're a step closer to breaking your curse. I feel proud. I only ever felt this way around Mother. She did me a great favor yesterday. If not for MeliZ booty, I might have suffocated beneath a pile of very excited women. Wait, helping Karma escape was a good deed? She was selfless. He's not even mentioning the injury he got protecting me. Parfait and Delora are both smiling, and the cheerful mood does not last long. What were you talking about before I came down? Yeah, tell me, bitches. You thought I was not gonna ask? I was asking about your kidnapping. Well, kidnappings, both of them. It looks like we have a serious problem on our hands. What do you mean about this? What does Waltz know that I don't? Princess, it's more about what everyone else knows that you don't. Okay, so we know that people know shit that I don't. What everyone else knows? I feel anger begin to simmer inside of me. Even though he looks apologetic, he says it so casually. What are you all hiding from me? Let's gather everyone later, shall we? I think Waltz might want to be here for this too. What does Waltz have to do with any of it? Be patient, Princess. You already waited this long. What's another few hours? I'm pissed. I'm pissed. Are you kidding me? I have no choice but to agree with Parfait and Delora. Refuse to say anymore, but I'm not happy about it. I spent the rest of my time doing idle chores around the tavern. I do a round of sweeping with Mr. Broom and mindlessly organize some of the bottles. I cannot believe everyone knows something about me that I don't. But now I find out the entire story, maybe it will answer some of the questions I have. But why are they keeping things about me a secret to begin with? Dora gathers everyone in the tavern to discuss the kidnappings. I decide to sit in between Waltz and Karma. So we have a story to tell. Story time, huh? I don't suppose this would be a romance, would it? I can't do his voice. How can you stand to make comments like that constantly? How can you stand to live a lie? The two glare at each other across the table, but Delora silences them. Delora stands with the story about the Great War, one that I have already so many times can recite to myself. What does this have anything to do with me? Because of the fairy tales, witches like myself were punished for simply existing. Our leader, the Tenebrarum Bear, was a kind witch that was overtaken by grief that our people suffered. She was driven so far into madness that she created the fairy tale curse to punish humans and make them suffer as the witches had. And when that was enough, she committed the ultimate taboo. She killed a human. I tried to stop her, but by the time I thought to act, the time that I thought to act, it was too late. Knowing that Delora and Parfait were involved in Great War makes it seem more real. But wasn't the Tenebrarum Bear killed? How can the fairy tale curse continue to spread if she's dead? I believe the Tenebrarum sacrificed that last bit of her life to continue powering the Tenebrarum. All to ensure that the remaining witches could continue spreading the fairy tale curse. It's none of this ringing a bell for you? What are you talking about? She really did erase your memories. Erase? The witch who died, the Tenebrarum... I knew it! I knew it! I knew it! I called it! The Tenebrarum Barrel was your mother, Princess MeliZ booty. What? For some reason, I turned to look at Karma, who is one of the only people who doesn't look away from me. I grew up outside this kingdom, but even I knew the terrible witch Hildur. Hildur? Hildler. I don't know. You expect me to believe any of this? Mother was... She wasn't a witch. I would remember that. Well, you would if you had memories of the war and the years before that. Under Hildur's rule, the palace was a dark place. The king did not have any real power until Hildur was defeated. That goes for the rest of us too. We were slaves to Hildur. Dolores' eyes flickered to Waltz. It's the truth. Waltz knows because he is also a witch. He experienced Hildur's command over the witches firsthand as well. Waltz is a witch? Sorry for keeping it a secret, princess. It's not as if I can use much magic anymore anyway, now when I'm cursed. This is just another secret of many. It seems everyone is hiding something. I mean, like, Waltz didn't really have to tell you that he's a witch, so... Everyone was freed after Hildur's reign. Witches, fairies, and humans alike. The king was even able to marry Ophelia, the woman he always truly loved. So, it has always been Ophelia that he truly loved. Was that the reason I never felt any love from him? Because I was my mother's daughter? He gave up on me. No, dear. Oh my god, I'm gonna cry. I don't think he gave up on me. Oh god, fuck, my tears. My voice is too loud in the reception area. I feel a crack beneath this pressure and suddenly I want to cry. But mother told me so many times not to cry. The king gave up on me. But mother didn't. Mother would tell me that this was all a lie. She would tell me not to trust anyone. They must be lying. I turned to Karma for some reason. I trust him more than I trust Delora or Parfait. Is this the truth? I was told the story of Hildur and her daughter MeliZ. They said you were the picture of elegance, but that you shared your mother's icy nature. Oh, goddamn. But I don't think that's true at all. If Hildur was ice, then you most certainly are a warm fire. If my mother was a witch, then what does that make me? You're a witch as well, whether or not you were ever taught to use magic. On your upcoming birthday, you will become the Tenenberry. What the fuck? Do you realize how ridiculous this all sounds? Me a witch. The king never said anything. And now I can't even ask him if this is the truth because I'm cursed. Why would you even curse me? We didn't want a repeat of the tragedy, MeliZ. I sat on your shelves for almost a year, princess. There was ice in your heart, and if you had inherited the Ternabarum in that state, who knows what would have happened? Then why didn't you just tell me any of this? Delora and Parfait look at each other before dropping their gazes to the ground. If we had told you before, would you have even bothered to listen? The king must have tried to do the same thing, and look how that turned out. You shut out everyone who tried to tell you about Hildur's true nature. That is probably true. Even now, I'm having trouble believing that they're telling me the truth. The whole world feels as if it's collapsing around me. I need to escape. I need to go out and be somewhere else, but why are the witches looking for me? You are the heir to the Tenenbarum. No doubt the evil witches want you on their side so they can continue wreaking havoc to Angeal with the fairy tale curse. The men that were looking for MeliZ were not witches though, they were knights. Perhaps the witches in the kingdoms are working together. This must be part of Alcaster's scheme to steal the throne. What are you talking about? The reason why Garland and I left the Order of Caldera was because the king did not believe us about Alcaster's coup. He know of the prince's identity though. Anyone who isn't a witch, a fairy, or isn't cursed shouldn't be able to remember her. But now we know there's not just the witches looking for the princess, but the knights of the Order of Caldera as well. They definitely have a description of her from someone. MeliZ. Karma reaches out to touch my shoulder, and I flinch back before standing up. I cannot speak about this now. I want to be alone. Print. Let her go. She'll need a lot of time to think. Oh, this is all fucked up. Man. I leave everyone sitting at the tables as I try to process the whirling thoughts in my mind. Hilda, my mother, the only person I ever thought loved me, was the Tinnabaron Bear? A witch? The first witch to kill a human? The witch that started the fairy tale curse? All this time I thought Mother was the only one who cared, but what if she never did? I stay in my room for a long time trying to process everything I have been told. Damn, this sucks. But I'm gonna have to save it here, you guys. And thank you so much for watching the video. And I'll see you guys in my next video and my next live stream. Until next time. God, this is all... Oh, man, I cried. Because it's just... I feel so sorry for her. Fuck. Till next time. Bye. Johnny.